What's up guys, it's Ryan Huber back at you with another video, and in today's video I want to talk about my study plan going into my first recurrent training in the G650 Part 91 Recurrent program, which I'll be doing with CAE Emirates Flight Training Academy in Dubai 10 days from now. So I wanted to give you my study plan, an actionable guide, or what I'm doing to study for my recurrent training and why exactly I'm doing that. And I hope this helps you to create some kind of study plan of your own and give you some ideas as to how you can apply this towards either a Checkride or whatever training situation you might be in. So let's take this back to the fundamentals of flight instruction. If you're aware of the fundamentals of flight instruction as an instructor, you might remember the 4 levels of training and understanding: rote, understanding, application, and correlation. Now what are these? These are 4 levels to understanding a piece of knowledge. Rote being the very least, and correlation being the very deepest and furthest understanding you can have of a topic. Rote being just a memory item that you can recite, and correlation being the ability to apply a certain topic and differentiate and compare and contrast it with something else. So these 4 principles are what I'm basing my training structure on. And I've divided my training into 4 different things that I'm going to do every day for the next 10 days in order to prepare me for the 4-day G650 recurrent training that I'm going to have 10 days from now. So what are these 4 things that I'm doing? First, I'm doing a note card review. A lot of airplanes have flashcards. The G650, I know Flight Safety as well as CAE have flashcards for it, and there's also some Quizlet flashcard studies online where you can see the limitations and memory items for the airplane, and this falls into the rote category. So the first thing I'm doing is doing 2 flashcard study sessions a day, which takes about an hour. And this can help me just review and really solidify the limitations and memory items of the aircraft into my mind. The second thing I'm doing is on the understanding level. And the understanding level is I'm reviewing one system in full each day. So after the hour-long rough study session over the limitations and memory items to refresh my brain on those, I'm going to go into a 1 system study. So today I'm going to do the doors, and tomorrow I'll do the electrical system. The next day I can do power plant, and just really refresh through a chapter in the training manual over a system and relearn that system. The third thing I'm doing is I'm going down to an application level, and I'm going to be reflying and chair flying all the different approaches and procedures of the aircraft. This has to do with aircraft flows, approach flows, and for instance, today I went over how to fly an ILS, how to fly an RNAV with VGP, an RNAV with VPAth, and I'm going through those things, going through the go-around procedure, your missed approach procedures, stuff that you might not be doing on a daily basis or in your daily flying that you can just chair fly and apply and kind of relive it and get yourself in check before training happens. The fourth thing, I'm going down to the correlation level. So the fourth thing I'm doing on a daily basis is I'm going through the emergency checklist and preparing myself for some of the emergencies that are going to be thrown at me in the schoolhouse, in the simulator. Stuff like engine failures, engine fires, electrical failures, generator failures, things that you're not seeing day to day, or at least I hope you wouldn't see on a day-to-day basis, that you might go over from time to time, but it's going to be great to go through those checklists and correlate them with the information I learned from the systems. Say I go over the power plant, and then I go over, say, an engine failure checklist, and I'm correlating and applying that checklist and understanding it on the deepest level. So this is kind of my game plan, my strategy going into recurrent training. It'll be my first Part 91 recurrent training on the Gulfstream G650, and I've got a 4-phase program or study session that I'm doing for myself, and it's basing off of rote, understanding, application, and correlation, and 4 different things I can do every day for the next 10 days in order to prepare. So this is my study plan. I hope this helps you form your own version of a study plan, whether it be for a private Checkride all the way up to something like an ATP or recurrent training. This just gives a little bit of insight, because I think having a self-study plan is one of the hardest things in flight training, especially doing Part 91 or Part 61 training, doing your initial Checkrides. It's hard to self-study, and I think the biggest thing is breaking down the big picture into little chunks and applicable things that you can actionably do each and every day to study and become a better pilot. So that's my 4-phase program based off of the fundamentals of flight instruction. I assume it to be about 4 hours each day over the next 10 days, which will result in about 40 hours of self-ground that I'm doing to prepare. And if you've read the book, The One Thing by Gary Keller, you know he talks about 4-hour time blocking and prioritizing a 4-hour piece of your day to your one thing. And if you prioritize training, then you'll make those 4 hours very, very good, and you'll learn a lot. And I hope this helps you. Thanks. Let me know what your training tips or best study tips are for pilot training. And if you would, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks.